John McClellan, welcome back to the Bob Rivers Show. Oh, no, you haven't been on before.
I've never been on before. This is a great honor to me, man.
Good to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I was telling you earlier, I've been on a lot of radio shows around the country, but this is one of the only ones I've actually called people I know and go, I'm going to be on the Bob Rivers Show. I mean, you're nationally known. I even called my ex-wife.
You called your ex-wife?
Yeah, I'm not married anymore. She didn't like the women I was dating.
Bitch.
That happens. Well, thank you for that. You have some Twisted Tunes?
Yeah, you know, the Twisted Christmas has always been a favorite of mine. I mean, it's been around for a long time. It's a time-tested classic. So, like I said, it's a real honor to be here, Bob.
Well, it's an honor to meet you. You have lots of great credentials. I understand that you're, what does it say? What did you say about Chicago?
The Chicago Trib, right?
Yeah, I had actually, it was right after I won the competition. They did a full-page article on me in the Chicago Sun-Times.
Sun-Times.
Yeah. And,
they called you brutally funny.
Brutally funny. I mean, which is all
Chicago knows brutal. When Chicago
how do you what's the brutal scale in Chicago compared to the brutal scale? It's like the hurricane scale, in Florida compared to the light dusting scale up north of. Well,
I mean, every city has their own little mark. You know, Chicago's has a different style than New York. I kind of developed my style over a period of time. I'm not originally from Chicago. I'm originally from New York. Actually, the first time I went to New York was New Year's Eve, 1985. I went with my buddy. His dad owned a strip club, and we went with two strippers and a pocket full of things that I shouldn't have had. And I remember I felt like I was the coolest guy in the world till I got to New York. Then I felt like Jed Clampett. Like, man, that building's tall. That's a hooker. She's doing hooker stuff over there, man. So, but it's just something that just a persona about me, that just who I am, that's how I come out.
You're honest.
Let's not stretch it too hard.
You're not that honest. Your wife didn't like your girlfriends. I remember that part. Now.
All right, yeah, all right. Yeah. Maybe there isn't a bit of an honesty.
Now, do you have a steady girlfriend right now?
You know what? I don't want to get into my personal life too much because they're all listening.
Nice, smart.
Ones that you met in the last 24 hours.
Yeah, you don't know who's online going, you son of a bitch, you didn't mention my name. So, you got to go back to the singles ads, which are no good.
Now, you do any of that online dating? It's very popular now, and I'm told it's a sure thing.
Well, I don't know. I think it's amazing that people actually write stuff down and try to sell themselves in ads. You know, single white female, non-smoker, non-drinker, Christian, loves dancing. Wow, you're perfect. Perfectly alone. Who wants to go out with you? Nobody does, folks.
Why spoil perfection?
I love the alternative lifestyle section of the personal ads. People looking for three-way and bisexual love. Entertaining, but very confusing to me. I don't know why it is. Everybody wants a bisexual, always wants a curious bisexual, which is, to me, the most annoying kind of person to have involved in a menage a trois. What are you doing that for? What's that for? Hey, what time is it? Do we have anybody have any sandwiches? Should I put a quarter in the meter? Do you have a TiVo? Whose finger is that?
Now, you got a tough look about you. You got a black leather jacket, the bald head. You look like the kind of guy they would cast as a mob member in a Sopranos episode or something.
Well, you know, the funny thing is I tried the pink taffeta gown look for about a year and a half, and it just wasn't cutting it.
Wrong crowd.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was a brand, or is that just the way you are?
Yeah, I just found that this is the way I like to look. I've got about 17 or 18 just plain black T-shirts. That's all I wear, jeans and T-shirts and
leather jacket.
Yeah, the leather jacket, the kind of the Ramones thing going on. So there was a photo that surfaced to me that I actually took of myself, of the lower regions of my body.
Really?
As a joke for a friend of mine on her camera. So, because you don't know what's coming, and you're just going, here's Grandma. Yeah! Wow, at least there's no red eye in this one. So,
you've already given it away.
Yeah. So she put it on my MySpace page.
No.
Yeah. And I had to check my page for a couple of days, and I'm getting calls like, have you checked your page lately? And is that yours? So I looked at it, and I'm like, wow, I didn't expect that to be on there. And I emailed her back, if I'd known that you were going to put this on the internet, I would have pulled it all out.
Nice. There you go. It's like Milton Berle's famous quote, right?
Sure.
Only got enough to win.
Joe, you were going to give us your dollar figure that you've thought of during the break.
Well, for my rear, I do have a dollar figure. For the back side of me,
$1?
No. For unlimited access to the backside of me, a photo on the internet. Now, this isn't for like product endorsements or anything, but just to put up there in a pay-per-view manner. I would take exactly the same amount as you would win if you were to win the Seattle International Comedy Competition, which would be $5,000.
$5,000?
$5,000.
It's worth that?
Well, you only do this once. You got to set a price.
You mean one person
what's on
would
your
see-
butt? Is there like anything special that would I actually
not
go,
one
okay,
bit. And I
I
don't
want to
like-
put $17 into this. I want to see this man's ass.
Well,
How
that's
much
what-
to show him right
20?
now?
Well, no, I'm not gonna. We've got ladies in the room. Nobody. I'm telling you, it'd be a money losing proposition.
We know that, Joe. This
But
is one of those hypotheticals.
$5,000. You write a check for $5,000. You can
All
put
right, here's
my
what I would
butt on
charge.
the internet.
Here's what I would charge per view, per peak.
Per peak. Okay. I like
Actually,
how
you
you're
could
going.
get like a little teaser with like
Right.
one cheek.
It would be a kiosk, by the way, because I'm not going to have anybody downloading pictures and spreading them around. You know how that happens. It happened to
Yeah,
you.
well, there you go.
Yeah. It would be a kiosk, $100 a peak.
$100 a peak.
Sure. You'd have to be handcuffed on your way into the kiosk, too.
Right.
So you couldn't like download it or do any
Okay.
Mission Impossible stuff. And there would be a curtain.
You know what?
I
And
would
actually,
give the money
instead of-
away to charity too.
So you guys.
And I would give it away to charity too,
I got a
as an
whole-
afterthought.
I got a whole different perspective on this.
No,
I
instead of
wouldn't charge
charging
anything.
per view, have people come in and take pictures with it, like the
Exactly.
fluffy animals at the amusement
Like
park.
the travel gnome.
Yeah.
All I want is,
look,
I
here
want
I
is
am
my
next
ass.
to the Space Needle, and here I am next to Bob Rivers' butt.
Right.
Casey, are you in, or are we just not anywhere in your price range yet?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
Not any
think
figure?
so.
What's the price range?
There is no price range.
None.
25.
$100,000.
25.
Brand, a new home.
Do you negotiate it all? 25K. We start small. We
Wait,
move up. Come
did
on.
you say $100,000?
$100,000.
We're getting close.
It's like that old joke. Okay, $100,000. What about $3? No. What do you think I am? Well, we already established what you are.
Right.
We're just haggling over the
Negotiating
price.
a price.
Thank you, Mr. Churchill. Yeah.
All right.
Big time.
Hey, did you hear that Barry Bonds was indicted today for stealing?
I saw that, and I thought it was nice that they actually waited till he was done with his home run chase. He was done with what he was doing.
Yes, that was thoughtful.
Sweet.
Until they
Right.
indicted him. I really wish that the authorities would have had the same courtesy on me when I was indicted for my public urination.
Please let me finish. Give the crowd what they want. It's not about you. It's about the crowd.
You know, everybody's getting arrested. Flavor Flav, the rapper from VH1, Public Enemy, was arrested. I'm not really sure what he did, but I know it's not really hard to be arrested for a crime you've committed if you're wearing a 50-pound clock hanging around your neck. You see what the guy looked like? No, but it was 11:45.
You can tell from 1,000 yards away.
All right. Hey, the comedy competition. Let's give the details so people can go and see it.
It's at Laughs Comedy Spot tonight. It's the spot on the east side. It's www.laughscomedy.com at 124th and 124th. That's no joke.
Isn't that funny? It's funny.
Really? 124
Yeah.
squared?
It's
That's
the
easy.
funniest address in comedy.
124th or 124th.
And
So
there's
if
10
you
comics.
can't get there.
10 comics tonight plus you as a bonus.
That's right. I host a show. I do some time up front. I introduce everybody, and you know what? These comics are extremely funny. This is the cream of the crop, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of the best semifinals I've ever seen. And then I come on while they tabulate scores. I do a few more minutes after that. But it's a 2-hour show. This is the best bang for your buck that you'll ever get.
And as someone who would charge a buck for a bang, would you agree?
Oh, I think it's a value. It's a screaming deal.
All right.
Screaming's
John,
part of the deal.
John, pleasure to meet you. Come back. We got to have more time.
All right.
All right. John McClellan, host of the semifinals Seattle International Comedy Competition. We'll put it up on our website, too, bobrivers.com.